Hi, thank you for being here. Tonight's online sound bath meditation is on grief and loss. So I've got a few things to say about that. Tonight is divided into three parts. The first part is going to be kind of an introductory to a miscellaneous array of things, not the least of which is going to be talking about this subject and the frequencies that I'm going to be using and how they interact with this topic. Then I'll get into a light meditation at some point. I will stop talking, so all you have to do is to just take in the sounds of the bowls. That part lasts about a half hour, and then I will close our meditation, and then we will have a period of time at the very end. That part will not be recorded, but the period of time at the end is for sharing. Now, I do think some people are a little reluctant or shy to share their experience publicly, and I can appreciate that. You do have the opportunity to share orally, to discuss it, or to chat in the chat box. But let me tell you why that's important. As you take in sound, you're going to possibly have sensations in your body. You may have emotions that come up, thoughts, visions, images, this kind of thing. And processing that is an important component part of your experience of taking in sound. And oftentimes, that also requires little interaction from me as your therapist. And so me understanding or hearing that, I can help you process what that is, what that means. But also understand that that level of mind and body observation needs to start now and continue over the course of the next couple of days, because you taking in sound starts now, but it continues because the sound continues to process in your body. The frequencies that I'll be using this evening are Ceres, Moon Saros, Pluto, Earth Day Star, Chiron, biorhythm, emotional, Schumann's frequency, also known as primal trust, and lastly, Earth Day Sun. Now, Earth Day Sun is here for grounding. And no matter whether or not it's a sound bath like tonight, or if it's a sound therapy treatment, we always have grounding because we are humans. We always need to attach to the earth. Now, each one of these has multiple effects on the mind, the body, and has the potential to connect us spiritually. So if you notice something beyond our immediate intention around grief and loss this evening, just understand that that's your innate intelligence in your body doing what it needs to do. In other words, it's taking hold of that frequency and saying, I could use that for this or that. And so if that's the case, just give thanks because your body knows exactly what to do, doesn't require your intervention. So that's the good news. Now, in talking about loss and grief, we do experience it in a number of ways throughout our life. And I think the thing that we most commonly think about is a death of a loved one or even a loved and beloved pet. But loss comes at us in a lot of different ways, and it can also be equally impactful. We can experience the loss of a relationship, breaking up, getting divorced. We can experience loss of our health, and our health can absolutely impact how we see our future and a vibrant life that perhaps we expected. We can also put our life on hold and become a caretaker to somebody, a family member, or even a friend. And because of putting our life on hold, sometimes that's twofold loss. The loss of the life of the person that we're taking care of and seeing their diminishing health, as well as the life that we have put on hold. And oftentimes there's a lot of grief and loss associated with that. Loss associated with getting fired, loss associated with getting violated, our home getting violated or even destroyed. There's been a lot of destruction here recently. Even sometimes when children leave the home, that can be an experience of loss for a lot of parents. So in other words, we can experience loss in a lot of different ways. And the thing is, it's very specific. Now, some of the previous topics that I've had, like the last sound bath was on disrupting fear. Sometimes fear is not very distinguishable. It's amorphous. We just know it's there. But the thing about grief and loss is we do know its source. We do know what the loss is associated with. It can be the death of a sister. It could be the loss of a job or the loss of a limb. And that's what makes this oftentimes very tender and very difficult. So it can be very specific and very well known to us. And as a culture, we tend to not bear witness to the feelings that we have and the grief, but rather what our tendency is to bury it and to ignore it and leaving it to a time and leaving it to time for the edges of the pain to just rub off those edges and let that be the thing that, I'll just say, deals with how we actually really feel. And so that's our cultural way of dealing with it instead of actually experiencing it, discussing it, and a lot of times even have ritual around it. But like all emotions, if you don't fully experience it, your emotions and have some kind of way of processing them productively, they will revisit you oftentimes in very unexpected ways and very negative ways, sometimes in the future. So our frequency and our meditation tonight are specifically chosen to help you feel comforted, nurtured, and also respected in your process. The primary frequency associated with loss is series, and it is about smoothing the rough edges, the painful edges of grief, but at the same time also acknowledging that it doesn't necessarily take it away. In other words, you continue to have a memory of it, but it, along with Pluto, helps to integrate it into who you are now becoming. Moon sorrows and Pluto also help you to usher in a new version of who you are now becoming with that memory and helping you to define yourself in a new, different way. So you become informed by the past, but you are made new through this loss, whatever that loss is, into a new version of who you are now becoming. So, yes, loss is a fact of life. Let's smooth the edges. Let's integrate that memory into a good, healthy place. And so with that, with your earbuds or headphones on, find a comfortable spot. And let's begin. If you have not meditated before or don't have much experience, the best and easy way is for you to focus on your breath or to focus on the sounds of the bowls. If your mind wanders, bring yourself back to your breath or bring yourself gently back to the sounds of the bowls. And so with that, let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath together. Let that breath start to relax your body. Continue to focus on your breath. As you continue to breathe deeply, allow it to relax your body. Be aware of the sounds of the bowls. Listen to them deeply. Notice how you hear more than one tone. Notice the vibration. Take in the sound. Notice where the sound travels as you listen to it. Where is it going in your body? Take in the sound. Notice what thoughts you're having as you listen to it. Feel the sound as it wraps around your body, as it comes closer. Very gently signaling. You feel it touching you, entering into your cells, harmonizing your cells. Reaching all of your deep-rooted emotions and soothing each one of them, acknowledging them. The sound is loving and tender. Sense the sound as it makes its way up to your heart. You feel your heart expanding and feeling warm. You have found a place for your emotions to make its home, to be at peace, to find comfort within you, soft and tender. The sound continues to move within your body. Calming, nurturing, sensing the waves of sound as they are now all parts of you, giving you peace and showing you how to take this part of you into the future to allow your growth and change. The frequencies are helping you to see what's possible. Breathe into the space and allow. You have changed. Through loss comes renewal. Be at peace. When you're ready, allow your awareness to come back and expand. Thank your body for allowing. Breathe deeply. You are at peace. Your loss is part of your body in a safe and healthy place. Honor its place within you. Please open your eyes and return to our session.